on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that works, Loretta Wetzel. I do think that works, Perrin Wetzel. Team, my name is not Michael Johnson. Let's get that fixed. But how about Loretta and Perrin, we introduce these fine folks. How does that sound?
I think we should keep moving forward. Sounds like a great plan.
Sounds like a great plan. My co-host will be here. Next up, first up from Northeast Arkansas. Author, trainer, nationally recognized speaker, known for his expertise in credit repair, financial education, CEO of a leading credit services company providing guidance to clients and lawmakers on credit and debt collection issues, helps individuals qualify for leading assistance, and builds investment portfolios using proven strategies and practical financial insight. Let's welcome to the show, Eric Counts.
Yay!
And so, Eric, welcome to the Heart of Influence. As I mentioned in the green room, you get to share a fun fact. This is a headline fun fact, not a story. So, Eric, please share with us your fun fact.
I one time got to fly a fighter jet.
Whoa.
That's like one of the coolest things that's one of my favorite stories. So,
and how does one who has not been in the military then get to fly a fighter jet?
Say your dreams out loud, man. I was with a group one time. I was with a person I really care about, and I mentioned how much it's been a lifelong dream to fly a jet, and she knew somebody that made that happen.
That is extraordinary. Eric, that is definitely some things, you know some people. We had some show. Sean is a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. Mm-hmm. We had someone on our show on Friday that knows Bruce Springsteen personally. Sean had breakfast with him on Sunday, who now might make that personal introduction come true. So that is amazing, Eric, and congratulations on getting to fly your jets. Write your dreams down. That's what I'm hearing. Eric, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And are you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
I just got to say, I love that tagline he just shared. Your dreams out loud, they will come true.
And I have to give Eric credit. He's the one that said it. So Love that. Let's write down our dreams. And our next dream maker on the Heart of Influence from Charlotte, North Carolina. Visionary technologist creating scalable, intelligent systems that boost efficiency, performance, and growth through automation and smart innovation. Global expert in designing advanced voice agents, chatbots, and workflows with decades of real-world implementation success. Trusted thought leader guiding organizations to embrace smart technology, future-proof operations, and cultivate adaptive learning-driven cultures. Let's welcome to the show, Gabe Wilson.
Thank you.
So, Gabe, I don't know if you know this, but somebody's behind you.
That's Cody. That would be my 6-foot robot, Cody.
That's your 6-foot robot, Cody. Hi, Cody. So, Gabe, you can share a fun fact for you, or you can share a fun fact for Cody. What fun fact would you like to share today?
Yes, I'll share the fun fact that I used to be against motorcycles, afraid of them. And one day I was driving down the street past the Suzuki dealership, made a U-turn, went inside, and not only did I buy a motorcycle on the spot, I bought the fastest motorcycle that they had, which was the Suzuki Hayabusa. Didn't even know how to drive it, but I bought it.
Wow, went from being afraid of motorcycles to buying the fastest motorcycles. Loretta, Perrin, we definitely have a growth group here today, growth-minded, heart-centered individuals. Incredible fun facts to kick us off with, Gabe. So powerful. Do you still have the motorcycle today?
Well, like Sean, I have a 4-year-old, so I recently sold it just to be a little bit more safer because I got a little one now.
Yeah, that is, you're a good dad, Gabe. Gabe, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Rolling with these G. Hicks from Chicago, Illinois, accomplished professor and lecturer in English. Composition inspires learners through innovative teaching, effective communication strategies, and strong academic writing foundations. Recognized business leader, operates award-winning companies specializing in resume writing, empowering professionals with tools for career growth and long-term success. Skilled ghostwriter and educator supports authors by refining manuscripts, shaping narratives, and ensuring clarity while collaborating on impactful published works. Let's welcome to the show, Hallie Bell.
Thank you.
Hallie, thank you for being here on Loretta and Perrin's Heart of Influence. And Hallie, what is your fun fact?
I've traveled to more than 30 countries, lived in 3 foreign countries, and climbed Mount Fuji.
Whoa. Hallie is an adventurer. That's what I'm hearing. That is amazing. Wow. This is not quite that adventurous, but maybe hopefully it's fun. Hallie, are you ready to have some fun with us today?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Next up, rolling with Hallie from Atlanta, Georgia. Visionary entrepreneur demonstrates resilience, innovation, and dedication by creating opportunities that empower minorities and women-led ventures across diverse industries. Honored business leader received distinguished awards recognizing entrepreneurial excellence with her legacy-inspired future generations through annual leadership and distinctions. Trailblazing founder exemplifies modern leadership, driving inclusive growth while uplifting communities and fostering sustainable success for unprecedented business owners worldwide. Let's welcome to the show, Marie Lee Driver! Marie, hello. Welcome to Perrin and Loretta's Heart of Influence and your Fact of Fun.
Well, I would like to say happy National Dogs Day because I am a pet creator with products. And my fun fact is I created a pet product and I didn't even have a pet. A national pet product and didn't even have a pet. So that is my fun fact.
That is a super fun fact. A pet product creator, but not a pet owner. That is awesome, Maria.
No, I have a pet.
Do not have bet. That is awesome. Thank you for letting me know it's National Dogs Day. I'll bring a fun fact around on that. But Maria, you ready to have some fun today?
Yes, I am.
And one more thing about Maria that she didn't quite put in her bio is she's the first African American to own a national pet line.
Yes.
Wow.
Very first one.
That is incredible. So many questions I have on that, but we'll have to come back to those for sure. Maria, and welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rolling with this powerful crew from Washington, D.C., distinguished legal professional and educator, combines courtroom counsel and academic experience to advance justice, leadership, and institutional success. Seasoned educator, leader, leveraging decades of service as a professor, administrator, consultant, and lawyer to strengthen academic programs and student success. Accomplished arbitrator and mentor, fosters collaborative solutions, develops future leaders, and guides institutions through strategic growth and organizational transformation. Let's welcome to the show, Leroy Nesbitt. Leroy, welcome to the Heart of Influence again. And Leroy, what is your fun fact?
Oh boy, where's my fun fact? I'm a golfer. So my fun fact is that I once played 37 holes of golf in one day, and then I of course fell out from exhaustion.
37 holes?
37, not 47, 37.
That is pretty strenuous from what I know about golf and the one time that I have played. And I was bored about after 9 holes. I can't imagine 37 holes. That is definitely a long day. And Leroy, I think there's like this follow-up question of like, what's your handicap or something? Not that I know what that means, but would you like to tell us your handicap?
I have a 13 handicap.
13 handicap. Is that, I don't even know if that's good or not. Is that good?
That's in the middle. See, we can talk. That's why I'm here, so I can see what we can do to get my mind right so I get my handicap lowered.
All right. So we're here to lower Leroy's handicap. We got this, Leroy. By the end of the show, maybe you'll be able to improve your handicap. We'll see what happens, but are you ready to have some fun?
Of course.
All right. Let's do it. Next up from Chicago, Illinois. I don't like Michael Smith. From Chicago, Illinois, accomplished financial professional driver of audits, tax, and advisory services while guiding organizations through complex challenges with strategic insight. Expert in financial planning, reconstructing, and risk management, helping businesses strengthen performance, ensure stability, and achieve sustainable long-term growth. Respected leader, empowers teams, drives strategic initiatives, and provides actionable solutions that enhance efficiency, profitability, and organizational transformation. Try to say all that as a dyslexic, but let's welcome to the show, Osama Osage.
Thank you for having me.
Sometimes, Osama, I think our team likes to challenge my dyslexia with putting like how many words that say the same thing in one sentence. But Osama, incredible background, definitely achieving for sure. And Osama, what is your fun fact?
I guess a fun fact about me is, in addition to my CPA, our family has a CPA firm in the Chicago and Indiana area that I just stepped into 2 years last year. And so that has been so much fun throughout this past year. I didn't think working with family would be the best, but it has been fun throughout this entire year. So.
Yeah, I tried that once, and my sister still and I aren't currently speaking. So good luck, Osama. Some families can work together, some families cannot, but hopefully all things work out with your family because that is a beautiful thing for sure.
Thank you.
Oh, they have a 40+ year legacy with their accounting firm. So families and business work together. Right, Perry?
Yes, you guys are a perfect example of making it work.
Yes.
And next up, let's go to Chicago, Illinois. Pioneering legal innovator creates groundbreaking discipline blending law and finance to drive inclusive growth, systematic equality, and sustainable business transformation. Accomplished entrepreneur and strategist leveraging decades of expertise across corporate law, management, franchising, and consulting due to advance equitable opportunities. Global connector fosters collaboration among leaders, businesses, and communities, building ecosystems that expand access, close wealth gaps, and empower change. Let's welcome to the show, Robert Johnson. Robert, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Robert, what is your fun fact?
Thank you. My fun fact is that I walked on the bottom of the ocean, climbed a volcano, and stood in a cloud.
Walk the bottom. That is a good headline fun fact, because headline fun facts pique curiosity. And are we all not curious how Robert walked on the bottom of the ocean, walked on top of a volcano and a cloud? I'm curious. I don't know that we have the time to hear all those stories today, but Robert, you hit the mark on piquing curiosity, and everybody's going to want to have a longer conversation with you just to know how you've walked on volcanoes and clouds. The bottom of the ocean I can get, but I'm not so sure about clouds. But maybe if we have time at the end, maybe Robert, you can share a little bit more with us.
Happy to do so.
Awesome. And are you ready to have some fun today, Robert?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's introduce the power team that brought us all here together. First, from Chicago, Illinois, prominent accountant and entrepreneur specializing in real estate accounting and investing, president of PG Wetzel and Associates, with offices in Downer Grove and Evergreen Park, Illinois, a BA from Lutheran College from Decorah, and working in the accounting world around the IRS for 43 years, celebrating 50 years total in business. Let's welcome the one, the only, Perrin Wetzel. And Perrin, what is your fact of fun?
My fact is that I recently had a client who was audited, and because of my mastery of influence mastery, I acted internal revenue service agent to reduce my client's capital gains income by $500,000 without any supporting documentation. And guess what? She agreed to it. And my client saved $125,000 in taxes because I asked the one question, can you reduce my capital gain by $500,000 without any supporting documentation? And of course, she said yes.
Of course, that is a big yes to cause. Perrin Wetzel, you cause all kinds of crazy yeses with the IRS that I've never heard of from anyone but you. So if you got a problem with the IRS, you definitely want to call this guy to get some money. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, and I also had it scored by both, and he said it was impossible to do. And he gave me all the different regulations from the IRS regulation why that would not happen. So,
yeah, don't tell Perrin Wetzel something can't be done. He'll show you. Thank you, Perrin. And let's go to the other half of this Wetzel crew from Chicago, Illinois. Motivational speaker and prominent family relationship and entrepreneurial expert, empowers individuals to move towards financial freedom through business ownership. 40 plus years of work experience with various business structures, including not-for-profit, for-profit, and entrepreneurship. An MBA degree from the University of Illinois, and highlighted on a 40-foot billboard in Times Square for 30 days in 2022. Let's welcome the one, the only, Mama Soul Wisdom. And Mama,
hello.
what is going to be your fun fact today?
My fun fact is I am an avid world traveler. I have visited 5 out of 7 continents, and I have walked the Great Wall of China, not once, but twice.
Walking the Great Wall twice. That is impressive, Mama Soul. And then you just climbed a bunch of stairs too, right?
Oh, absolutely. The John Hancock Building, 95 flights of stairs or 1,632 steps to the top. And it is a beautiful feeling as you look out over Lake Shore Drive and the cars look like ants. You don't even see the people. And you tell yourself, I did that. Me, I did that. I
And then
climbed 95.
you did that, and then Loretta, my question is, what did you have to eat after that? Because that's all I would be thinking is the meal that I would get to have after climbing all those stairs. What was your meal of choice after climbing all those stairs? Please don't tell me it was like a salad.
No, no, no. A nice Southern breakfast. The key is you don't eat before you climb 95 flights of steps. That would be a big mistake.
That would be a big mistake. No eating before, but definitely ravished after for sure. Super fun. And Mama Soul, Papa Soul, do either one of you want to introduce me, or would you like for me to introduce myself?
Yeah. I want to introduce someone that not only is my co-host, and she is a rock star, a business owner in her own right. And what I really appreciate about Bella Verita is who she is as a human being. Because overcoming challenges, if you want to know something about somebody, listen to their challenges. This woman, she jokes about her dyslexia, but she doesn't let it stop her. He is in, he is on track to make this particular show part of the top business podcast in the country, despite having dyslexia. And not only that, Bella Verita, she beat cancer, kicked its butt, said, get out, like, you have no part in my life. And she's here with us, the one, the only, my co-host.
Thank you for that, Mama Soul. Yes, coming up on 2 years cancer-free this week. And Maria, thank you for telling me it was National Pet Day, because that I didn't know. And so my fun fact is I am a proud Doberman mom. So I got my, and she is over there on her throne. She's got a corner office here at our headquarters, and she is she's politely laying on her throne over there, so I'm not going to disrupt her and show it to everyone. But yes, and I got a red Doberman so that we would have the same color hair. So that's my fun fact. But that's my, this is my only child, so got to make sure we have the same color hair. So thank you for that, Mama Soul, Papa Soul. And who shall we kick this show off with?
Well, let's see. I think we should kick the show off with Eric.
With Eric. So Eric, what we're doing here, we've made some introductions, we've had some fun. Now, Eric, it's time to make it count. Having all kinds of fun things with your last name. Now it's time to make it count, and we're gonna get down to business. And because, Eric, all business is built on the ability to cause yes. And that's what we're doing here, because Plato said, play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year. And so, Eric, Gabe, what'll happen is you can choose from either Perrin or Loretta. They will be anyone that you want them to be. Yep, we're putting you guys into the hot seat for the moment. They'll be anyone that you want them to be that you would like to go from hello to yes with. This could be a yes for a philanthropic partner, could be for a business meeting. You only have 3 minutes, so this isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets the boiler room and like close the deal, but just for maybe that longer meeting. And so, Eric, who would you like to role play with, either Perrin or Loretta, and who would you like for them to be?
I am going to choose, you know what, Loretta picked me, so I'm going to pick Loretta.
All right. That's how this works. And Eric, who would you like Loretta to be?
I would like Loretta. Oh, I would like Loretta to be in charge of educational resources for some kind of community that we would like our product and service and educational product to be included in.
All right, Loretta likes being a boss. I know this about Loretta. She likes to be.
That's right.
Yeah. She's in charge of some educational resources. Mama Soul, take us in. Mama Soul, you take us in. Hello, this is.
Hello. This is Loretta Wetzel. How can I assist you?
So I will say, before we start this, I had no prep here. I don't know what my main goal is, but I'm gonna.
Nobody does, Eric. Just go from the.
Nobody does. That's the key.
Yes.
Again. So hello, you're calling me Eric. So hello, this is Loretta Wetzel.
Hi, Loretta. My name is Eric Counts. I am a credit expert and owner of a company called Credit Nerds, and we were trying to create an initiative where we get more credit education into the hands of younger, more teenage style people. Is that something that you can help us with?
Well, it's funny that you should mention that. I am connected to a number of different nonprofit organizations that specializes with youth and teenagers. And in fact, not only in Chicago, but in other parts of the country. So, what is it that you are specifically seeking, Eric?
Well, Loretta, I was hoping that was something that you could actually help me with. I'm not sure how I can be of the most value to your group, but I know the value that I bring and that my company brings and the education that we provide brings. And I just hear people all the time saying, why can't we get this type of information into students' hands at a younger age? Why didn't we learn about, I love the people we have on today. Why didn't we learn about taxes and credit and our legal rights in school? And I think the answer is just because it's not being taught, and we would love to provide that type of information. So I guess what I'm looking for from you, Loretta, is how can I help you most?
Well, I appreciate you asking how to help. I'm curious in what platform or what did you have in mind in terms of what you have to offer? Can you tell me a bit more about what you do in your credit services? Because first of all, our younger generation, they're extremely important. They are our future. Number two, I know that they don't receive accurate information out in the world. That much I know. So tell me a bit more about what you have in mind in terms of credit services and how you're tailoring it to you.
So the idea that we're trying to put together is more about bringing together an educational packet that could be delivered from maybe an economics class. It could be delivered from some sort of teacher that's already in place. We would like to provide that packet to the educator that's already there, and then provide some guidance to the educator on how to present the information, backed up, make sure that people are getting the accurate answers that are out there. What we would like to do is provide the packet to the educational facility. We would like to provide you with the educational packets that would be used, and then some guidance on how to provide that information to the students.
And then how do you intend to deliver this, in what platform or manner?
So the platform that it can be delivered on is twofold. Depending upon the school's preferences, it can be delivered as a PDF handout version because it's not a ton of information. Loretta, what we want to realize is sometimes the smallest amount of information can really make a huge difference for somebody if they receive that information at a younger age. And most of the information can be learned in 30 minutes. You know, it's a one class session that gives them such a better starting place. And it can either be delivered in a PDF handout, or we can deliver that through an electronic means with a login. In that case, there is a little more setup time. There's more process that is involved. Most of the educators that have used this before do it in a PDF handout.
Well, it's quite interesting. And then what would you consider would be your metric for success?
Our metric
So,
for
Loretta Wetzel, remember you had another meeting coming up.
Oh, yes, we do have another meeting, and just the timer disappeared, so we only had 3 minutes. But in order to determine whether or not we consider your program, is I definitely want to hear more about it. Um, and just I need to see what the end result looks like for it to be a success. But how about if you set up another appointment with my administrative assistant and we can talk further? Can you do that?
I would be absolutely glad to do that. Loretta, as I'm leaving, is there any tips that you could help me on? What would you like to receive? Would you like to see
So
a sample
time is
packet?
up for this one. We got to move on just to keep it moving. I'm so sorry, Eric. You have to catch her on the next one. We went a little over time. But let's go, Gabe. Gabe, who would you like to go help from LODS with? Which of the Wetzel pair?
I'm open. I'll go with parent.
All right, and who would you like parent to be?
He can be any type of business owner.
Okay, I am
Parent,
a business owner.
you know a thing or two about being a business owner. So, parent, Mr. Business Owner, take us in.
All right. You're supposed to say ring ring. Hello.
How you doing, Mr. Parent? I am Gabe with Edgy Design Group. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. What about yourself?
I'm doing great, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, what type of business owner are you?
Presently, I have an accounting practice, so I have an
Okay.
accounting practice.
Okay, that's great. Well, just to tell you a little bit about myself, we help businesses integrate AI. So just off the top of my mind and thinking about, you doing accounting, I could think of ways that we can help streamline the workload and improve how you serve your clients. So imagine having a AI receptionist that answers your calls 24/7, whether it's about tax, deadlines or what documents a client may need, no missed calls during tax season. So, also I'm brainstorming, I'm thinking now, are you currently using any AI now?
Yes, I do use AI presently in regards to, doing emails and different things of that nature, but not that much.
Okay. No, that's great that you're using it with emails. It helps you, I'm sure, to be more efficient. As I continue to brainstorm here, I'm thinking of some other ways that we can integrate AI, let's say like on the operations side. So we could use AI to sort and organize your client documents automatically. So for example, if someone uploads a receipt, a bank statement, a W-2, AI can, categorize it and file it in the right folders without you lifting a finger. Now, how does that sound?
Okay, so if you can put things into different folders, what about tax preparing itself? Was it able am I able to scan in like W-2 forms and put everything into the program? And how does it integrate with the um what do we call it? I think call it API systems.
Yes. So that's great that you speak of the API. Based on that particular software having an API, if it's open, I can use it to integrate with any automation that you have in mind. So you spoke of with the actually doing the taxes for you.
Or at least putting the data into the software program, and then all I have to do is review the information. Is that something that's possible? Because right now
Absolutely.
that's an area where I'm having individuals actually putting the data in, and I need to have it so it's automated.
Absolutely, that's possible. What I would do is either sit in with you one day while you actually do the process, or you could just record yourself doing the process, or set any type of like maybe the books, the knowledge that you gained during accounting school, I would load that knowledge base into the AI. So to have the same type of knowledge as you, the accountant. So while it's doing the taxes, it'll automatically know what to do. And as you said, you could come back and review and make sure everything is done properly, have the final say so. So yes, it's possible.
Okay. All right. So how
yeah.
can I learn more about that?
I hear possibilities are present, and possibilities really are present because now we got a Sean Callaghy that just appeared here. But great job, Gabe. Great job, Eric. We're gonna get to the feedbackers in just a moment. But in that just a moment, let me introduce my co-host.
Let me introduce you.
I've already been introduced. Loretta introduced me.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So I'll introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callaghy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He is only one of two attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins, and when he's not busy flying around, speaking on stages, riding in cars, covering his camera so we can't see him, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine. Let's welcome the one, the only, Sean Callaghy!
Thank you. Bella Rita, thank you. Loretta and Perrin, Wetzel, Mama and Papa Soul Wisdom, massive gratitude and warm welcome to everybody on this beautiful Trajectory Tuesday. So I'm going to go with this, Bella Rita, Loretta Perrin, and all of my headline fun fact. We who have the blessing and privilege of speaking on the Aspire Tour stage in front of David Goggins upcoming Thursday. And the super fun fact is that Unblinded has 2,000 people registered to go to the Aspire event, and it's not even our event. But we're going to be showing up with, out of 2,000 people, how many will actually make it? Certainly over 1,000 people that will be clad in Unblinded Acti gear as we roll into the Meadowlands for the home space.
Oh, we lost you,
January.
Sean. The home space in Meadowlands, New Jersey, is where the Aspire Tour will be taking place. Yep, Sean, we can't hear you.
On Robo Voice, Sean.
Yeah. So, we can't hear you, Sean. So yes, he's saying at the Aspire Tour in the Meadowlands on Thursday.
Yeah, keep going.
Everybody will be invited. I am going. We're rolling, and we'll have you back for the hot seat. But let's get to the judges, otherwise known as feedbackers. Feedbackers, this is the time in this show that we get to give back in the form of feedback, and then we're going to put my co-host on the hot seat in just a moment. But Maria, let's kick it off with you. It's 30 seconds of feedback for Gabe, something that he did great, something that he could do to improve, and then what is one word on how it left you feeling? So Maria, if you could unmute for us and your 30 seconds of feedback for Gabe, please.
Okay. I thought Gabe did an excellent ask. He went in and he was asking basically his project, what he does, he can fit it in anywhere. So once he realized that Mr. Wessel he was an accountant, he went in for the kill because he started not only telling him that he can help him put things in a file, but then he said, well, this is something else. And he gave him other examples. So he did a great job of just listening. He listened, then he went for it.
And Maria, what is your one word on how Gabe left you feeling?
He intrigued me.
Intrigue. Thank you, Maria. And let's go, Osama. Osama, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eric, please?
For Eric, sorry, I thought you meant Gabe. But for Eric, I thought it was the same. He was trying to essentially come up with ways on how he could help Loretta and Loretta's business and trying to figure out the best value for that. thought that was pretty remarkable because, again, as business owners, we're always trying to provide value and, grow that value for other folks. So that was the top selling point for me.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Osama, what's your one word on how Eric left you feeling?
I'd say good, pretty good.
Pretty good. Awesome. Thank you, Osama. Leroy, coming to you. If you could unmute for us, please. And Leroy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Gabe, please?
30 seconds of feedback for Gabe. So I was listening to Gabe, and I really appreciated the way in which he was willing to adapt his services to overlay with the needs of the client. And I thought that was effective. That stuck with me. I also thought it was very clear that he was customer service oriented because he was trying to learn what it was that the customer thought that they needed and to speak to that. The one word that I would offer in terms of follow-up would be, I wanted to know more really after he made his presentation.
Beautiful. And so what's the one word of Gabe, how Gabe left you feeling, Leroy?
The one word I would say was interested.
Interested. Leroy is interested. Thank you, Leroy. Let's go, Robert. If you could unmute for us. And Robert, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eric, please?
I thought Eric was very engaging. I thought he was very humble in his approach and was seeking to first listen and then understand and then come in with any preconceived notions about what he could do for the client, but instead was trying to meet them where they were and left the door open for the relationship to continue to evolve. And I think he kept trying to elicit more information about the client so that he could tailor his offering to satisfy what would best suit the client.
Beautiful. Great feedback, Robert. And Robert, what is your one word for him, sir?
It left me feeling humble. I think humility is a great vantage point to approach a client from. A lot of times people come off, particularly when you're trying to sell something, as super aggressive, and he didn't come off that way at all.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Robert. Excellent feedback. Let's go, Hallie. Hallie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for, I think we were on Gabe?
I thought Gabe tailored his product or his services very well to Perrin and Perrin's needs, and I was inspired by it.
Beautiful. Great feedback. Great word. Thank you for that, Hallie. And let's go, Loretta. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eric, please?
My 30 seconds of feedback is he had me when he proposed serving the kids. The one optimization is to continue to ask more questions because I could definitely tell that you were attempting to tailor to my needs. And my one word for Eric is heart. I felt his heart.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Loretta. And let's go, Perrin. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Eric, please?
Okay. I thought Eric was engaging and asking questions in regards to what was her needs and engaging with finding out what was important to her. And when you ask questions, you keep asking questions, you peel back the layers, the onion layers, I call them. He kept on pulling back the layers. So my one word would be, for Eric, would be committed to mastery. Or two words, how about that?
Committed to mastery. Speaking of committed to mastery, Sean Callaghy, do we have you in the building?
You're on mute.
He's called in.
Test.
There you go.
You have me.
We got you now, buddy.
All right. Hey, pal. Why don't you go put me on the hot seat?
I'm going to do that just right now.
Come on, Sparky. Let's go, Sparky.
Yes, yes. I'd love to give him a hard time, and there's no greater pleasure I take than giving Sean Callagy a hard time and getting to put him on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. He's frozen in time. He's trying to say something to me, but he's stuck. See, God does that to him often when he wants to get spicy with me. God just silences him and is like, nope, your technology's not going to work. You don't mess with her. She's protected and anointed. That's just what happened. And and he's still trying to say something. And on that note,
I am definitely right here. God has empowered my tongue to appropriately lash out and put you in servitude. Yes, let's go.
Let's go. So Mama Soul, Papa Soul, Parent Loretta, this is the time of the show that I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. You guys get to choose what scenario that we have. I have two for you today. Option one is Sean could role play Maria, going from Hello to Yes with the CEO of PetSmart to get her pet products inside PetSmart. So that is option number one. And then option number two, Gabe does stuff in the AI space. So I thought option number two, Sean could role play Gabe, going from Hello to Yes with Oprah Winfrey on how she can implement AI to build her network, because we know her TV network hasn't thrived so much. So maybe some artificial intelligence, or maybe even some actualized intelligence. Gabe doesn't know what that is yet, but Gabe, you'll know shortly. But those are the two options I got for you today. Is it going to be PetSmart or Oprah Winfrey, Mr. or Mrs. Wetzel?
What say you, Perrin?
I like Oprah Winfrey. She's
All right. And so who shall play the role of Oprah Winfrey today? Don't choose everyone at once.
You want Maria to play the role of Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah, let's have Maria play it.
Maria, are you up for playing the role of Oprah Winfrey?
Let's do it.
All right, Sean. Gabe does stuff in this space of actualized intelligence, building agents, a thing, voice agents, a thing we know a thing or two about. But you are going to be playing Gabe, going from Hello to Yes with Oprah Winfrey on setting an appointment to talk about artificial intelligence, AI, and how it can help her build her network. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. Okay. So, and I am Gabe?
You are Gabe.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi, is Miss Winfrey available?
Oh, hello. This is she.
Hi, Miss Winfrey. This is Gabe. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
It is.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time. I know I have 2 minutes and 45 seconds and counting. I know how important your time is. But Miss Winfrey, because I don't want to tell you things you know already, what prompted you to say yes to this conversation in the first place? Please, I'm very grateful for it. But what's the why behind it for you?
I really want to get to know more about understanding about AI. So I really was intrigued by some information I have read about this. And also, I'm intrigued because of the simple fact you reached out to me.
Oh, thank you, Miss Winfrey. I'm deeply honored. So, Miss Winfrey, I've read your books, I know your story, I know you have this massive vision to continue to serve humanity. Am I hearing that correctly? Anything else about your why that you think I should know before I share a little bit more about AI?
I want to be able to reach out to the world, and I want it to be of technology that everybody can understand. And so I want to see if you can inform me of how we can do that and keep it safe.
Sure. Well, Ms. Winfrey, I'm very, very grateful. So from that place, may I share a few things that I think may actually resonate deeply with you.
Do share.
Yeah, thank you. So, Miss Winfrey, as I think you're very well aware, as a part of what your work is all about, since the dawn of humanity, in every civilization, every culture, every time period, people have wrestled with two questions. First, why am I here? Second, how do I fulfill that purpose of why I'm here once I figure out what it is? So, Miss Winfrey, very simply, what AI has the capacity to do is to help people answer those two questions. Why am I here? And how do I fulfill that purpose? Now, the challenge is that so many folks are out there hustling, saying they could do things they can't do. It's sort of like having the periodic table in chemistry class. And you have all these different chemicals with their little symbols. And if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, maybe a kindergartner playing with a chemistry set, they can make a little bit of smoke. They can make something fizz. But if somebody knows what they're doing, they can not only invent a light bulb, but build towers, cities, sewage systems, life, cars, airplanes, rocket ships with the same base set of materials. So AI is like the organic table in chemistry, except it's also like a genie coming out of a magic lamp. And if you wave your hand correctly and optimally, it can, in time, know how to do and eventually do virtually anything. Safety, easy. Agents are built, and the agents will do what you tell them. So, Ms. Winfrey, to fulfill your mission, impact human beings, free them from the tyranny of how to have what you have, AI can do all that. So I'm simply proposing a 30-minute follow-up conversation in where I could demonstrate the truth and reality of this. And Ms. Winfrey, it can go anywhere you desire, but the simplest place it can go is to help you proliferate your message, to not only inspire people with their why, but to give them the how-to tools to build wealth, time freedom, impact, heart, love, and as you know and you teach, from a place of abundance, as you've created for yourself, powerfully, magically, mythically, from that place of abundance, so much more is created than coming from a place of scarcity. So, Miss Winfrey, how would it resonate with you or not? Have a 30-minute follow-up conversation where I could bring forward these possibilities with a lot more clarity and demonstrations. Please, Miss Winfrey, to you.
Gabe, I will get in touch with my assistant and she will reach out to you and schedule an appointment. I'm looking forward to meeting with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. So, Oprah Winfrey, out of roll. Miss Winfrey, how did I do is Gabe. How did I do in that conversation?
That was great. Gabe, what do you think? Did he do good?
Yes.
He sound great. Everything was like, oh, I was around the world and back.
I was taking notes. Yes, did an excellent job.
He did.
Yeah, Gabe, Gabe, you did a great job. How did I do as you in that role, Gabe?
Yes, I picked up a few gems of how I can paint a better picture of what this would bring to the client. And yeah, some of the the inspiration behind it, the why behind it, the purpose. So painting a better picture.
Yeah. Well, Gabe, listen, if you picked up a few gems, Rita does like diamonds, so maybe you can give her a couple of those from me. So thank you for that, Gabe. Appreciate that.
I'll take them.
Rita. Yeah. Rita, Loretta and Perrin brought some G-Hick-like folk together today. Very grateful for it. Bella, how'd I do? And back to you.
I think you did all right, Sean Callagy. It sounds like Oprah was very pleased. So really fantastic job. And I think you checked in with Maria. And was that it, Maria and Gabe?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to our other participant, Eric. Eric, fantastic job in the participant seat as well. And Eric, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? Hopefully as exciting as flying a jet.
Well, I mean, I had a blast today, but it's going to be tough to beat that experience. But I will say that understanding how important it is to be able to clearly and succinctly and quickly get our message out, in today's world is so important. And that concept that you guys give from hello to yes, it's more important than we're realizing. We're so used to being able to have our website and have our pitch meetings and have our pitch decks and have all the time with our customers, and sometimes you just don't have that, and you only have those few minutes, and they're some of the most important few minutes you're going to have.
Amen. Well, thank you, brother. Beautiful job. Couldn't agree more. Fully aligned. Sometimes we have seconds. We're buying another 5 seconds, another 10 seconds, another 5 seconds with people in 2025. Thank you, and great job today, brother. Bella Frida.
Thank you, guys.
Great job, Eric. Let's go, Hallie. Hallie, thank you for being here. Our traveler of the group, but thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? If you just unmute for us. Yeah, just Hallie, I'll come back to you if you'll just unmute for us. Would love to hear how your experience was. But let's go. Oh, there we go.
It's great. I learned a lot.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Hallie. And let's go to Robert, if you'd like to unmute for us. Robert, thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence today?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. I had a great time. Learned a lot.
Awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate your presence today and being that feedbacker seat. Bella.
Let's go, Leroy, if you're able to unmute for us. Hopefully this wasn't as exhausting as 37 holes of golf. But maybe Leroy will come back to Leroy in a moment. And that leaves it with Osama. There you are, Leroy. Leroy, thank you for being here. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
My time with the Heart of Influence was like my comment before, extremely interesting and wanting to learn more.
Thank you, Leroy. And 37 holes of golf, that's almost as exhausting as spending 15 minutes with Bella asking you questions. Bella, back to you.
Just thank you for that. And and Osama just had to jump. So we didn't get his final, but that leaves us with Mama Soul and Papa Soul, Sean.
Mama Soul, Papa Soul, your final on today. Thank you for everything you do, and everybody out there. These are two people, if you don't know them well yet, that you want to know, you want to talk to, as well as each other. Mom and Papa Soul, please, your final as we get ready for Aspire here in the great state of New Jersey.
Many of you I just spoken over the phone, looking forward to continuing to nurture relationship. It's all about what we can do together to make this world a better place. We consider ourselves growth-minded, heart-centered, integrous, and committed to mastery. So stay tuned. We will continue to talk. And thank you for being on the show today. And Sean and Bella, we will see you in New Jersey at the Aspire Tour.
Woo!
Come on, Mom and Papa Soul. Come on.
All right.
Aaron, we appreciate you.
Okay. Thank everyone for saying yes to our invitation, because one of the things that we always want to do in our lives is to provide more value than we take. And my objective in life is always to be value individuals so that they can grow, because there's 1 + 1 equals more than 2. It can equal 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000. And we're here to make sure that 1 + 1 equals more than 2. And thank you again. And we look forward to continuing to develop our relationships with you.
Awesome. Thank you, Perrin and Loretta. Bella Verita, your final.
My final, fantastic job putting this group together, Loretta and Perrin, and we have some gifts for you in the chat. Definitely check those out, because they're to build a relationship with us, to build a relationship with each other, and definitely look forward to seeing you all back again. And Sean, back to you.
Yes. So in final, thank you all for being here. Anybody feels like jumping on a plane, if you're not from New Jersey, coming to Aspire because you've been on the Heart of Influence, you can come there as our guest on Thursday. We're happy to have you. Loretta and Perrin have some upcoming seats at our Influence Immersion October as well, and there's nothing like it on the planet. We are clear about that. And my final words, though, regardless of any of that, have a conversation with each other and or Laura and Perrin, forward the action, receive the value. We all need people. And we could have an acceleration session for anybody here with our actualized intelligence agents. Respectfully, humbly, there's nothing like it on the planet. It will blow your heart, your mind about how to accelerate your financial abundance, like make more money with integrity, duplicate, grow, scale, and impact the world in a different way. That's that actualizing session. Rock your world. Final words. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration that so often sit right in front of our face. With those possibilities sitting right here, we can all use some unblinding, because money, time, magic, acceleration right here. But at some level, Bella, we can't see it because we are all blind.